Good day, boys and girls. Today we're quickly going to look at plot and summary, the meaning of those two. And for the purposes of this lesson, I want you to go to pages 76 and 77 in your textbooks, where there's a little story about a school outing and where something goes wrong. The main character is Layla and also her teacher, Mr. Davids. Plot means what actually happens in a story. It's the sequence of events and how they take place in the story. So if I ask you to tell me what is the storyline, or to just quickly tell me what the story is about, then you will give me the shortened version. You won't read the entire story to me. You'll tell it to me as you have read it and as you have understood it. And that is a summary. That is called a summary. So we're going to quickly do a summary, or I want you actually to, for homework, do a summary. It's part of your homework exercise. And remember, in a summary, you will only report on the most important things that happened in the story. So it is a shorter version. If I ask you to give a summary, I don't expect of you to rewrite the entire story as you have read it. So if you turn then to page 77, this is what I want you to do for homework, please, and your work must be done on an exam pad. I don't expect you to send me the entire exam pad. You can just do it on a piece of paper, boys and girls, and then you submit that when it is time again for you to submit your work or to bring your work to school. So on the first line of your exam pad, you write your name, your surname, the date on which you do this exercise, as well as the heading. Now for today's exercise, our first heading is summary writing, and remember your page reference number in brackets, please. It's page 77. Then I want you to do questions 1 to 6 exactly as indicated in your textbook. Now you'll see question 1 says the word plot refers to what happens in a story. Remember, we've said this is our storyline or the sequence of events. They want you to copy and complete the summary of the plot. So they've given you most of the words for the summary. This is to teach you how to start writing a summary, and you just need to fill in the missing words. So I want you to please write full sentences and underline what you have filled in. In question 2, they ask you to write the words in order to show how Layla's feelings change throughout the story. Remember, in the beginning of the story, she felt a certain way, then something happened and her emotions changed, and then right at the end of the story, something else happened and again her emotions changed. So those are the 3 words that they use to describe her emotions throughout the story, or her emotional state throughout the story, and you must just sort them in the correct order. Question 3, why did Mr. Davids go behind the school bus? You can find the answers from the story on page 76. Why did Layla go for a swim? Question 4. Question 5, if you were the school principal, would you be cross with Layla or with Mr. Davids? Please answer in full sentences, boys and girls. Don't just write Layla or Mr. Davids, and I want to know why. And then, how do you think the story ends? Question 6, write your ending in 3 sentences. Your story should match the picture on this page. So on page 77, on the top right hand corner, there is a picture of Layla and Mr. Davids, and your ending should, if I read your 3 sentences, I should be able to get the picture in my head. Okay, then the next exercise I want you to do, so you can just do this all on one page if possible. Just draw a line between the two exercises. So again, if you do it on a second page, also please write your name, surname, the date, and your heading for this exercise is spelling, page 77. So all that it says there, if the word ends in an L, double the L when you want to add another syllable. And then it says, for the exercise, copy and complete the sentences. Choose the word with the correct spelling in brackets. So I want you to write the full sentence, boys and girls, with both the words, the misspelled word as well as the correctly spelled word, and then you underline the correctly spelled word for me. And then for work with words and sentences, you just leave a line open. It's part of your spelling exercise. It says find the past tense of these words in the story. So the past tense of these verbs are in the story. You should be able to identify them in any case. You should actually know them. So I want you to write down at number 1, see, the verb see, and then I want you to also write down the past tense. So for you, I want to see the present tense, the verbs as they are in your textbook, and then the past tense form of the verb. We've done this many times before, so you should be okay with that. And that is all for today. Thank you very much for doing your homework so very diligently, boys and girls, and stay healthy until next time.